Hello again and welcome back to the Too Deep Coverage Podcast. Today, we're going to be going back and looking at our Week 2 results from our Too Deep Fantasy Challenge League. It's a place where you can win real cash just by watching along with the season, okay? More details later. We'll look over the scores of our best players and how our bench players could potentially help us score a win going into Week 3. If you enjoy fantasy football or breathing air, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you can see everything we got coming out later, including the normal podcasts. Alright guys, let's get into it. But first, I have to talk to you about my friends and partners over at W Energy. Since 2021, they've been making the safest, cleanest, best tasting, crash-free energy drink on the market. This American-made, clean formula energy drink is made to give you a long boost of energy and concentration with no crash or slump afterwards. All flavors are unique and made by W, so you'll never find our taste anywhere else. With multiple limited time and hydrating flavors, you'll always find your next favorite with us. With all drinks having no sugar, no fillers or artificial colors and dyes, no secret or hidden ingredients, and of course being gluten-free, W is the best drink to hit the market in years. With every drink averaging out to be just $1 each, your pocket and body will thank you for making the switch to W Energy. Whether you want to switch it up daily or stay committed with your favorite flavor, W has all the products you need from packs, tubs, and even cans. Be sure to use the link in the description to get your starter sampler pack or whatever amazing product you choose with an extra 10% off using my code TWIZZLER. It's like the candy, but with the two Whizzler. Add some energy and focus back into your life today with W Energy. Alright guys, sorry about the hair. It's Saturday, it's a lazy day, and I'm gonna shower later. But let's get after it here, guys. We're looking like Professor Funko. I don't know who that is, but we're going to get after it today. Here's our roster. Let's go over it, okay? Caleb Williams is at the top. He's not looking good once again. I mean, he's throwing some passes. He's getting some balls, but he's not winning games for his team. But they play Dallas. They kind of have a lacking secondary this year. Obviously, Russell Wilson just threw 500 yards on them like he was in his prime. So, let's move down to Ashton Jeanty. Basically, that's all I'm going to say about Caleb Williams. Like, let's just see what he can do against their D. Ashton Jeanty at Washington. They have a pretty good defense. I mean, it's really pretty good. Opponent rank 6th. So, we're going to have to see how they do. We're really going to have to see how they do. And a lot of people are frustrated that he's not getting the ball. You know, they say, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing in pass protection. He doesn't da-da-da. Well, if he's on the field, bro, give him the ball. He literally ran over everybody in his career at Boise State. That's what he's supposed to do now. He needs to get reps at how to do it. Give him the ball. Kyren Williams. I mean, just a stud. It's going to be tough to run against Philadelphia, but if there's any team that knows how to beat Philadelphia, it's the Rams. They have a really strong offensive identity that just, I mean, they stick around for the whole game. So we'll see what happens there in Philadelphia. He's projected to get 15.5 points. Mike Evans at the Jets projected to have 14.5. Now, he played Stingley on the Texans and literally got clamped last game. I'm not going to lie. Like, there was no chance. Like, no offense, but, you know, he's going against Sauce, who a lot of people have said that over the last couple of years is kind of lacking. He's also getting a lot of penalties. So, we'll see what happens there. Hopefully that he can play a little bit better. Then we got George Pickens in our last wide receiver slot at Chicago. It hurts to have him in our lineup playing my team, but we're bad on defense as well. So, he should hopefully get us some points. He's projected to get 13. Last week, he got 17.8, and we had him on the bench. So, that's what hurt. That's what hurt. We'll go over last week here in just a minute, but we're looking at our roster first just so everybody can get reminded or if they're new, okay? We have Travis Kelce as our tight end, probably 4th or 5th, going against the Giants. This is really a prove-it game for Kelce. He has not played well, and honestly, he lost them the game in week 2, in my opinion. When he could have caught that touchdown pass. Went right through his hands again. It's not the first time it's happened this season either where he's just dropped something straight up in his hands. Last week, 10.1 points, projected to have 11. Travis Etienne went off last week. He's playing Houston, who kind of has a poor defense, to be honest. They're not playing super well. Houston is kind of in shambles. I think this is a big game for them, but they're playing in Jacksonville in the heat, So hopefully ETN can have a great game. The Broncos D is lacking a little bit, I'm not going to lie, letting up 38 points. So that was crazy. And then Andre Schmitz, don't know how you get Schmitz. I'm going to say that every week. He is horrible. He's horrible. He's missed a lot of kicks. He's lost him some games already. So we're definitely feeling the challenge of the video. Let's go and check out the challenge rules, and then we'll get back and see how last week went. All right, so here's the rundown. At the beginning of the league, we had 4 rules. I must take our favorite team's quarterback, Caleb Williams. We did that. We cannot have any division rivals on our team. No problem there. None at all. We have to use an AFC-coded defense for the entire year. We chose the Broncos, so even if we switch, we have to use an AFC team. We picked the Broncos. And lastly, we had to pick the worst projected kicker in the league for our team, Andre Schmitz from the Browns. So we covered all of our rules. As the league wages on, each win for us is a chance to give away to you, which is great. A loss is more added to the pot, which isn't so great for me. But here's the totals we have so far for the league this year. So just make sure that you follow, stay tuned in, so that way you can see how to win your share at the end of the year. Let's get back to the video. Pardon this video interruption. We have some breaking news. Come and join the new Twizzler Discord, a place to hang out with friends, make new ones, and find a like-minded community. Find new people to game, chat, or even debate with. We have everything you want and need, from Minecraft, Call of Duty, Fortnite, GTA, and our special areas to watch and talk sports. Be sure to join today and stay up to date with the community and all the content we have. Follow the Linktree link in the description, and we'll see you soon. Back to the video. Okay, so last week we got a loss. I mean, we just got stomped on. So let's start at the top. Lamar Jackson, 26 points more than projected. Caleb Williams, 16. So we're already down 10 points there. Chuba Hubbard played at Arizona and basically did everything he could to get them the win, and it didn't happen. Kyron Williams did not play well, or really get a lot of touches, I should say, in Tennessee. Only 10 points out of projected 18. Then Kenneth Walker, went off for Seattle at Pittsburgh. I mean, they look really good, surprisingly. Seattle does, with Sam Darnold. He got 11 points projected and actually scored 18. So literally every single player up to this point has projected lower than they scored, and everybody on my team, except ETN, he played well, did poor. So then we move into wide receivers, Justin Jefferson still got, he still got more points than Marvin Harrison Jr., even though they got blown out in Atlanta, or in Minnesota, which hurts even more. A.J. Brown, no points, but, Mike Evans got clamped, and I really needed him to come back because Tyler Warren and Jerry Jeudy went off for them. And then the Texans D against Tampa Bay did pretty well, and the Broncos did horrible against Indianapolis, getting me -5 points. And then old Schmitty on my side only got 5 points. I think he missed a kick again. And McLaughlin did as well, only getting 1 point. So we were projected to only score 3 points under them. We ended up 33 points under them. It was actually really close projected, 123 to 120, not even 3 full points. So the week did not end up how I wanted. George Pickens on the bench had 17 points. Rashad White, 14.6 points. Quinton Johnson, 15.9 points. All on the bench. So, it was a tough week. It hurt. It really did hurt, especially since this was probably one of the better chances we had to beat a great team with Lamar, Justin, A.J. Brown, and it just didn't happen. We do have a solid team. I still think that we can win more than we lose, as long as Caleb starts playing well. I don't want to say he's playing bad because he's not giving up the ball, but they're not moving down the field. They have a ton of 3-and-outs. They're just giving up the ball all the time without having to turn it over. So, if we go and look at how many 3-and-outs that each team had comparatively versus their turnovers, I bet Caleb Williams probably has the highest turnover differential in the league, to be honest, because they cannot move the ball. But anyway, let's go back here to my team, and let's see where the bench is looking at. We have Quinton Johnson playing Denver, so that's why he's still on the bench. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the bench against San Francisco. He played horrible. So I think even if he was in my best lineup, I would take him out because I just don't trust him. And this will probably be the week he scores like 25 points or something like that. And I just have that kind of feeling, of course. And then everybody else on the bench kind of can sit there. We have some buys coming up, I think starting week 8. So we're going to have to move some guys around. Xavier Legette is playing horrible this year. I think he has 2 receptions for 8 yards through 2 games. So, yeah, this is our matchup for this week. We are projected to lose by 15, 129 to 113 projected. Let's just start up at the top. Caleb versus Baker. Baker's been going off. Caleb has not. So we'll see how that goes. Ashton Genty versus Bajan. Bajan is playing Carolina. So that's a divisional matchup. So they should really just walk all over them. He also has Drake London, which in fantasy, most people don't pick 2 people of the same team because the ball has to go one place or the other. So let's say Bajan gets a lot of carries, a lot of touchdowns, and Drake London ends up getting like 5 points. Well, you could have put any of your other wide receivers, Pearsall or Josh Downs, even Mooney, up here and got 6. But our matchup is Kyron Williams against Javonte Williams. We'll see how they play tomorrow afternoon. Mike Evans against Drake London are across the way. Actually projected to play better. Of course, they're playing Carolina, so your opponent really matters against your projected totals. Travis Kelce versus Brock Bowers. I mean, he's got the best tight end in the league. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's finish off here with defense comparisons. I mean, you really don't. Patriots defense is not that good, but the Broncos defense is not playing very good either. They might get cut up against the Chargers, so we might end up trying to find somebody else to play as our defense, even though we have a rule about the AFC. So let's finish this up. I think that's all we have for the day. So guys, it's not looking good this week. We're projected to lose by 15. Caleb Williams is not playing well. And the Falcons are looking really good, and he's got 2 Falcons players. So the fact of the matter is they're playing Carolina, and they're probably going to ball out. The only hope we have is that Carolina has some type of, some type of feeling after trying to come back against the Cardinals, and they realize, we can win games, we can do this, and they put up a good fight against Atlanta. But we'll see what happens. That's why it's a challenge league, because we have rules, we have restrictions, trying to see what we can do. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe. See what else we can have. I'm just checking everything else over before we end off. See if there's anything else to really talk about. I think we're good. This is our Week 2 review and our Week 3 preview for our fantasy league. So, like I said, subscribe so you can see everything else. And we'll see you later. Peace out.